Good morning, and now for our last lesson on speed, distance, time, where there's a range of questions that we have to apply our skills. I'll always ask you to write down what do you know and can I check the units are correct. So for the first one, question 1, the distance is 222 miles, the journey takes 6 hours. What's the average speed? So I remember that speed is distance divided by time, 222 divided by 6, answer 37, and my units are of course miles in hours, so it's miles per hour. Question 5, two-part question. If I leave at 4, travel at 70 miles an hour for a distance of 105 miles, what time will I arrive? Well, first I've got to calculate out how long the journey is, and my time is distance divided by speed, so that's 105 miles divided by 70 miles per hour, which gives me 1.5 or 1.5 hours. So I'll get a mark for that first part, but if I travel from 4 o'clock in the afternoon for 1.5 hours, I arrive at 5:30 p.m. We'll get you a second mark. Question 11. If I leave at 11:45, travel for 405 miles at 55 miles an hour, what time will I arrive this time? Same thing. The time will be the distance divided by the speed, so it's 407 divided by 55 miles per hour, which this time gives me an answer of 7.4 hours. Now, back to Monday's lesson last week, that means it's not 7 hours 4 minutes or 7 hours 40 minutes. What is 0.4 of an hour? To find that out, I need to multiply the 0.4 by 60. 0.4 times 60 gives me 24, so 0.4 of an hour, just under half, is 24 minutes. So the journey takes 7 hours and 24 minutes, which means if I leave at 11:45 in the morning and I travel for 7 hours and 24, 11 and 7 is 1800 hours, but 45 minutes and 24 minutes adds up to 1 hour and 9 minutes. So if I add 1800 plus 1 to get to 1900 hours, plus an extra 9, that means the bus arrives at 19:09 p.m. Last one I've chosen to do is question 14. Vicky and Charlie travel a distance to Swindon of 40 miles. Vicky travels at 60 miles an hour, Charlie travels at 50. What's the difference in their times? Well, I need to find both times in the first instance, and we remember that time is distance divided by speed. The units are correct, so I don't need to panic. So Vicky's time will be 40 divided by 60, which is 2/3 of an hour. Now I've left it at the moment as a fraction because most people want to rush to convert it to 0.33333. Charlie is 40 divided by 50 miles an hour, which is 0.8 of an hour. Now nobody talks about 2/3 of an hour or 0.8 of an hour, so I've obviously got to convert both of those to minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times both by 60. 2/3 of 60 means Vicky takes 40 minutes. 0.8 times 60 means Charlie takes 48 minutes, which means the difference in time between the two is 8 minutes.